Alright guys, let's go ahead and just jump right into this. One second, I gotta fix something here. Welcome everyone to the stream, obviously. Just gotta fix my graphics here. There we go. So we have our winter storm warnings here across the area. Let me click on a further radar side away. That way I get to see this. Okay. So we have our winter storm warnings here across portions of Michigan. Well, no, winter storm warnings across Minnesota into northern Wisconsin. Winter weather advisories in the purple, extending from portions of Michigan into southern Wisconsin and northern Wisconsin, even some areas reaching near the Illinois and Wisconsin border, which is Kenosha right there. You guys have a winter weather advisory in Kenosha from noon today till Friday, 2 to 4 inches expected. And I'm going to be surprised to see some more winter weather advisories here posted across some other areas. Then we have our winter storm warnings up there, up north near Appleton and Green Bay, where some areas could see 7 to 10 inches, with locally up to 12 inches near the lake, with some lake enhancement snowfall coming in there from the system. As the system's coming in this way, you got some winds being pulled in from off the lake, create some lake enhancement as well. Across some of these areas, especially along 94 here, north of Milwaukee, all the way up to Sheboygan, towards Green Bay. So this area right here gets some lake enhancement there from the lake itself pulling in here, so we can see some isolated totals up to 12 inches across some of these areas, especially up here towards Green Bay as well. We definitely could see some 7 to 12 inches ranging. And then the isolated areas out here across portions of central northern Wisconsin right here, especially along the 94 corridor, and 10, and I believe it's 39 as well. Those areas out there could get anywhere between 4 and 10 inches of snow based on how the banding is setting up. So we'll be heading north to be doing some live coverage up there as well across the area, and kind of just looking at some snow-covered roads and helping people if they are stuck. But that's about it with that. I'm just kind of clicking on the radar here. Oops. Here's the radar out of La Crosse. You can see that the snow is definitely moving in here. This is all snow, and it's moving about in this direction right here. Low pressure system somewhere back in here, somewhere right here. So eventually, once the low pressure system gets closer, there'll be lake enhancement there feeding in here across this area as well. So, but yeah, that's something to look forward to, is the lake enhancement. But this is the first upper Midwest snow system for like those areas up here, so it's gonna be interesting. Definitely just gotta play it safe, obviously, with the terrain and everyone driving on some of these side roads up here in upper Wisconsin. Just be careful. But most of the models, we go over to the forecast models here. Most of the models here are ranging between different ranges. I guess we just have to go by visual at this point. Some of the models are not all lining up, kind of handling this system very well. Here's the NDFD forecast model. Oh, it's not updated yet. Let's go back to this one. Here's the NDFD forecast model. Showing a decent range between 6 and 8 or 6 and 9 inches across central northern Wisconsin. And you got the lake enhancement over there as well. compared to the HRRR model. HRRR model wants to put down some decent lake enhancement up there. Across the harder hit areas, they're hugging the 94 corridor, north of Milwaukee towards Sheboygan. You can see there's a couple 12-inch ranges up there as well. It's a possibility. We'll see how that lake enhancement feeds when the system gets closer, obviously. But that would be, I'm pretty sure it's Sheboygan. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's Sheboygan. Interesting. I wonder what the winds are coming off when this is happening. And you got some lake effect as well, Friday into Saturday. You can see that tunneling down the lake right there. Go over to precipitation type. Yeah, look at that. Look at that lake effect snow band right there. Let me zoom out here. So after that lake enhancement feeds in, starting this afternoon, a lake effect snow band's going to come down a lake and kind of come into northwest Indiana. And depending on how this lake effect snow band does develop, Friday into Saturday will determine if it's, targeted over one county for a longer portion of time, depending on how long we have that northerly or northwest wind. Maybe northeast Illinois gets in a little bit, just the farthest northeast counties hugging the Indiana border that could get some lake effect, maybe 1 to 3 inches out of it. But depending on when this lake effect snowband does set up, there could be someone that gets maybe 1 to 2 inch an hour snowfall rates, so someone could leave for additional 2 to 5 in their area on what county that does get this lake effect snow across northwest Indiana on Friday into Saturday. But the models are slowly starting to pick up on it a little bit better. But we'll see who gets what at this point. Yeah, it's showing that lake effect snowband wants to dump. The HRRR model shows it wanting to do 7 to 8 inches. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. Yeah, the HRRR model wants to do an additional heavy lake effect snow with this right there, targeting northwest Indiana, with a bullseye of like almost up to 9 inches or so, targeting the 65 corridor and I-94 corridor. So that would be pretty messy if that does happen. I think there is going to be winter weather advisories or winter storm warnings issued based on the track of this lake effect snowband and how it develops. I think there's definitely a possibility it could be really good, but it's not going to sit over the area for a while. But it is going to have some high snowfall rates with it, depending on where it does go. But you guys already get what's going on basically for right now. You have your winter storm warnings across the area. You got the winter system coming in. We're going to be heading north, obviously.